In movies these days, we've grown accustomed to the biggest, most daring stunts. And while it seems effortless on screen, even a short stunt scene often requires months of work. In Hollywood, there's one real master at creating and coordinating these feats, and he goes by the name of Chris Corbould. Chris has worked on every Bond film since 1985's A View to a Kill, and 4 Christopher Nolan flicks, among many others. Besides managing all the explosions and crashes, he's also been involved in designing vehicles like the Batmobile.
This one has been in all 3 films. At one stage it was a Batmobile, and then we've reverted it back to a tumbler. It started off as a model, plastic model, about that big, which Christopher Nolan and Nathan Crowley, the production designer, designed in Christopher Nolan's garage in the back of his house.
Corbould's latest movie is Spectre, and for this one he's really outdone himself as he scored the world record for largest film stunt explosion. The scene in question takes place in Morocco, and the detonation used 2,224 gallons of fuel and 73 pounds of explosives to create a blast lasting over 7.5 seconds.
All one shot, come up the stairs, line of dialogue, largest explosion in the history of movies, exit frame, cut.
Another notable film Chris had a hand in is The Dark Knight. And as with all of Christopher Nolan's films, the stunts are real. There's hardly any CGI involved. For some scenes, this is more challenging than others, but one sequence in particular really proved to be a pickle.
The truck flipping over in Dark Knight, for weeks I was trying to sort of convince him that maybe we should have a shorter track, or maybe we didn't flip the whole thing, maybe we just flip the trailer over the tractor unit. And after about 6 weeks I gave up and I said, I'll do your deal, Chris. I'll do a test and I'll try it once, because I wasn't convinced we were going to pull it off. I had reservations, and he just kept looking at me with this look as if to say, look, you're not kidding me, you got to go for this. So we did a deal in the end, and I said, I'll try it once. If I'm nowhere near it, then you're going to have to do it as a miniature or a CGI. He said, fine, and we did the test, and it sailed over. But the irony behind that was, I thought I had the shot then, but the street he chose to do it was the banking street of Chicago, which was barely wider than the truck. So if we'd have been off centre, or if it had gone off at an angle, we might have been in trouble. So he'd beaten one step of it, we got the truck over, and then he put this other sort of challenge in the way. It's like challenge after challenge after challenge with Chris.
At the moment, Chris Corbould has finished Star Wars The Force Awakens, and he's already busy shooting Episode 8. So it's safe to say we'll be seeing plenty more of his stunts and explosions in future episodes of Making the Movies.